Welcome to the Dashboards overview.
Malcolm analyzes the network data and then represents it through visualizations which are easy to understand. OpenSearch Dashboards is one of Malcolm's two graphical user interfaces for traffic analysis. Dashboards is a flexible data visualization plugin with hundreds of pre-built visualizations across dozens of dashboards, providing an at-a-glance overview of network traffic and protocols. Dashboards is easy to use and customizable to help the user see big-picture overviews as well as dig into the finer details.
Let's explore dashboards. In dashboards, Malcolm leverages data generated by Zeek and Suricata, which are network security monitoring tools. It takes these logs and alerts and summarizes them with dashboards. There are two main categories of dashboards. First, general dashboards. These dashboards provide overviews of network events, actions, file transfers, software, and more. Second, protocol-specific dashboards. The protocol-specific dashboards are categorized by common protocols and protocols specific to industrial control systems, ICS, and Internet of Things, IoT.
Why would you want to use Malcolm's OpenSearch Dashboards? Dashboards is a great jumping-off point for investigation. It's a vehicle for drill-down analysis. It enables an analyst to move from very high-level summaries to individual logs of interest by applying filters. The general dashboards provide an overview of network activity without focusing on the specific method of communication. For example, there are dashboards highlighting file transfers, connections, security-oriented logs, and actions and results across all protocols observed on the network. Once an item of interest has been identified, users can gain more insight into a specific network protocol by pivoting from a general dashboard to a protocol-specific dashboard. Each of the protocols Malcolm supports has a corresponding dashboard that highlights unique aspects of that protocol. For example, if I see some Telnet activity that I wasn't expecting on the overview dashboard, I can pivot to the Telnet dashboard to gain further insights. These dashboards are useful from a security point of view. The dashboards also provide owners and operators with data about the day-to-day operations of the devices using these protocols. Dashboards provides a visualization editor for creating custom graphs, charts, and tables that can be used in the drag-and-drop creation of new dashboards.
Malcolm's dashboards can aid organizations large and small across all critical infrastructure sectors. Here are a few examples of dashboards in action. Anytown School District in the rural Midwest installed Malcolm and has it passively monitoring their network. Anytown School District doesn't have budget for dedicated cybersecurity staff. However, with Malcolm installed, their network admin can periodically review the security overview dashboard to check for anomalies. This helps her identify potential problems at the early onset. If a big issue does arise, Malcolm provides the school district with the logs needed for in-depth network forensics. Acme Electric also has Malcolm installed. Operators notified their OT manager that the equipment isn't behaving as expected. The OT manager suspects malicious activity and can adjust the dashboard search timeframe to investigate the issue. Reviewing the data from the last day, the OT manager begins with the general dashboards. He starts with the overview dashboard to get a feel for the entire spectrum of traffic observed on the network. He sees internal connections and connections from the internet into the company's VPN connecting to the jump boxes used to access the OT network. He reviews what protocols are being used to communicate across the network, sorting by the most common, down to the least common protocols. He expects to see a lot of BACnet and Modbus traffic. That's not out of the norm for his building automation system. Then he jumps to the bottom of the table to see infrequent protocols, which may indicate something outside of normal processes. The Actions and Results dashboard outlines for him the operations attempted by the devices using these protocols and whether they were successful. Now that he's got a feel for his network, he checks the severity dashboard. He notices some high-volume connections, which is unusual for the OT network, and a few instances of an HTTP server being hosted on non-standard ports that he doesn't recall having seen before. Next, he navigates to the ICS IoT security overview, which summarizes OT traffic. He can check the ICS IoT external traffic table to see if there's something here that he doesn't expect. Or he can scroll down to the non-ICS IoT protocols to see what protocols are on the ICS network that don't belong. In both examples, Malcolm assisted with the discovery and analysis of potential network issues.
Now it's time for some dashboards, tricks, and tips. 1. Ubiquitous controls. Almost everything in dashboards, the tables, bar charts, pie charts, diagrams, and more, is interactive, not just something to look at, but something that you can click on to apply a search filter. 2. Data filters and search time frame. If you're not seeing the data you expect, check your filters and your search time range. Filters from a previous search may be limiting the results more than you intended. 3. Network context matters. Just because you see something appear on the dashboard doesn't necessarily mean it's a reason to worry. Some older network devices may only support an outdated version of a network protocol. Or maybe you use a third-party vendor that connects from foreign IP addresses. With dashboards, it's easy to investigate and identify the root of anomalies that are, in reality, simply characteristics of your network. Dashboards provides great insights but relies on a knowledge of what is normal in your network. The power of dashboards is that it enables you to examine network traffic from a high-level overview and find events of interest that might have security or business process implications. The analyst can then apply filters and pivot between dashboards to explore the data and pinpoint potential problems.
Getting a handle on your network traffic can seem overwhelming, but Malcolm can help ease some of that burden. You don't have to be a network forensics expert to begin exploring dashboards and finding useful information. Dashboards is intuitive and has a low learning curve while still facilitating meaningful network traffic analysis.